We're going to head out to Hall County right now, and that's where we're going to find Cody Alcorn. And I know, Cody, if you're there right now, a lot of folks, a lot of crews are getting ready for what's to come. What are you learning tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, I was just in the elevator with the crew here behind me with Pike. They are actually from Lake Placid, Florida. They got up here last night. They are hunkering down here at the same hotel we are. Now, we were over at the Emergency Operations Center here in Hall County just a few minutes ago. Making our way back here into the city, we passed a group of MBI. Those folks are from Ohio. They are tree cutting services. So we're told there are people from Florida, as you just heard Savannah mention, for Pike and for other electric companies, but there are also tree service companies coming from across the Southeast and the Midwest, preparing for what we are expecting here in Hall County. The emergency management director said they have not seen a storm like this. If it does produce what they are predicting, this could be a prolonged power outage situation. They say they know a lot of people might be fatigued by this point with all of the preparation, all of the coverage, but here in Hall County, they said people need to take this serious because, again, it's not just about what happens here in the next 12 to 24 hours, but it's after this storm hits. We're talking ice here in Hall County, then the wind. The wind's really actually picked up since we woke up this morning. It's getting definitely colder out here. Feels a lot colder than the actual temperature with this wind gust we're seeing. That is the concern after the storm moves through and drops the ice, is the wind factor, bringing down trees, bringing down those power lines. And this is what Pike told me. They said even though that the storm is going to move out of here, they can't even get out to these areas until Public Works clears those roads, they clear those trees, they can even start to actually put up new power poles and run new lines. Some of those guys said they were expecting to be here a week or two right now. And of course, they don't want to be that away from their families that long, but that's what they are anticipating here in Hall County. Now, as I mentioned, Hall County Emergency Management says they are right now operating their EOC center. It went online at 12 o'clock. We saw brine on the roads. They have their crews out right now, making sure these roads are pre-treated the best they can, really hitting those target areas around Gainesville and Hall County. And this is what the EMA director said just a couple of minutes ago.
We are anticipating prolonged power outages where they occur. Power restoration is going to take some time. So again, to your point, it's going to be prolonged, which is why we recommend that people are prepared for 3 to 4 days without power at a minimum. And again, with the cold weather that's coming in right behind it, it's going to make it especially difficult. I'm hoping that they're prepared for what is coming, and also just to stay off the roads, let our folks do what they do best, and it's going to take some time. We're going to have to work in concert with power companies and other utilities to get the roads clear once this happens, and just stay off the roads as long as possible.
The other thing to consider, too, you have the Hall County Sheriff's Office, you have local first responders here. We talked to the Hall County Sheriff's Office at that same news conference, and they tell us their deputies are ready. They're working 12-hour shifts. Even the guys and women that are off of duty, they are on call. They said, look, if it's not a true emergency, just be prepared. It's going to take some time. If you're an offender bender, if you chance to get out on the roads tonight, you could be stuck out there for hours, because right now their priority calls, once this storm system starts to drop ice here, will be those true emergencies. And even then, it's going to take some time to get out there, because look, this is not a snow event for Hall County or Northeast Georgia. Those chains, things like that, they're not going to help on ice. So no matter what happens, it's going to take some time for first responders to get out there. And of course, the number one priority for everyone is staying safe, even for those deputies and first responders who are going to be going to these calls. But again, right now, it's just a hurry up and wait here in Hall County. As I mentioned, electric companies are rolling in. We're seeing these tree services get into town right now. There's some just pulling in before we went live here. And again, these folks are from Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. So a lot of people on standby here in Northeast Georgia preparing for what could be one of the worst storms we have seen here in over a decade.